Good afternoon and welcome to your daily dose of SirToshi's news. Today's day is Wednesday, the 15th of June 2022. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Buy BSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online, the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Alright, here we go. Let's get into the news. Loving these bits. So I want to keep the show under 10 minutes, so let's go. First article here, TAL registers 9x revenue gain in quarter one. Street sees 207% upside. Alright, sounds great. Story highlights, TAL just delivered a nearly 10x jump in its quarter one top line. The company is focused on harnessing long-term opportunities amid ongoing challenges for the crypto industry. Alright, so vertically integrated blockchain infrastructure and service provider TAL Distributed Information Technologies has reported an over 9x jump in its top line for the first quarter. Gross hashing revenue jumped over 900% year over year to, I think it's Canadian dollars, 8.7 million. Despite this revenue growth, higher operating expenses led to a net loss per share of Canadian dollars 33 cents, as compared to a net income per share of 9 cents in the year ago period. At the end of March, the company treasury held 23,000 BSV, 600 BCH, and 0.5 BTC. Well, 23,000 BSV is quite a lot, as we will find out in the future. Management weighs TAL has been navigating a challenging environment amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict and sliding crypto prices. The company owns and manages hashing operations in Russia. Oh, right, didn't realise that. And clarified that its Russian operators continue and are compliant with all international sanctions. During the quarter, it processed around 232.8 million transactions in 9,590 blocks on the Bitcoin network. In comparison, it had processed around 18.4 million transactions in 4,270 blocks per the year ago period. Richard Barker, the CEO of TAL, commented, "During quarter one, we experienced a significant level of uncertainty and change in our market. For the most part, these are global headwinds that are out of our direct control, but that we must recognise and address responsibly with a focus on long-term opportunities that will provide a sustainable future for TAL." In sync with this vision, the company has been in talks with service providers in North America to host its current and future deployments. Furthermore, it has also launched the TAL console platform and the TAL API transaction processing service, which marks a shift towards a transaction fee-based model from a block reward subsidy model. That is fantastic. That is awesome. That is what we need. Analysis take, while the crypto market is facing major price headwinds, Noble Financial's Joe Gomes continued to see the stock favourably. The analyst has reiterated a buy rating on the stock alongside a Canadian dollar $5.08 price target, implying a 207.88% potential upside. Wow. That's after a 51% slide in its share price so far this year. Closing note, despite a challenging macro backdrop and industry-specific challenges, TAL has delivered robust revenue growth for the quarter. Moreover, the company's continued software development focus on enterprise blockchain infrastructure and service coupled with the launch of new platforms should bear fruit in the coming periods. Indeed it will. TAL is going to be extremely well positioned in the future. Yeah, my goodness. My goodness. Yeah, if people knew what I knew, yes, they would realise that's an extremely good position to be in. Especially when you know what's coming. I mean, the hash rate is just simply where it is at the moment because they are being manipulated so that the profitability remains the same, giving everybody a reason to choose which one they want to mine. But yeah, I know what's coming. I can see it a mile off. Really exciting times for TAL there. Check this out. So Huobi Japan Media just posted this. This was on literally 7:58 a.m. this morning. It says here, Huobi, we've started handling Bitcoin BSV. So BSV has now been listed on their exchange. Again, I don't know what the volume is on that exchange, but any news is good news, and Huobi is a big name, so we'll take that any day. Not that I agree with trading, but it still opens up a market for people to buy it. You know, they might be trading it, but if the price starts rocketing, people are going to be just buying, and an exchange is the kind of obvious place where you get it from, really. In fact, they're the only kind of places, really, because when the miners want to sell their Bitcoin to cover their running costs, the only place is large enough to take the volume of coins is an exchange. So it has to be listed somewhere. KP Dad in the house. Thanks for joining me. Great stuff. Okay. There was another topic I wanted to read then. Oh, let me just find that. Hold on one sec. I did actually have it all lined up a second ago. Where was it? Come on, let's find it. Who was... This was the one. There we go. Great stuff. Check it out. So this was by CoinGape. It said alleged original Bitcoin token, that's BSV, rallies 24% as crypto market crashes. Check it out. So great that they're calling it the original Bitcoin, which is what it is. 24%. Come on. Right, let's see what this says. Bitcoin SirToshi's Vision BSV, a variant of Bitcoin. No, it's the original protocol. Goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. That claims to follow the creator's original vision has blazed past a market crash in the past 24 hours. Come on. BSV is up over 23% at $55.79, ducking a 6% decline in the markets in the past 2 sessions. By comparison, CoinQueen BTC has slumped, that's the SegWit protocol, slumped 11% in the last 24 hours and lost nearly a quarter of its value since late Sunday. BSV was born out of a Bitcoin Cash hard fork. That's wrong. BSV is just the original Bitcoin. It's had to change its name because other people have stolen the ticker symbol. Which itself is a hard fork of the original Bitcoin chain, whatever. The name SirToshi's Vision comes from the belief of its backers that Bitcoin creator wanted to keep transaction fees extremely low on chain. Why wouldn't he? It's a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The clue is in the name. One of BSV's biggest backers, Craig Wright, who claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, who is Satoshi Nakamoto, but Wright has to date been unable to conclusively prove his claims, besides the fact he's the only one keeping the protocol with any economic fundamental value. All you just simply do is follow the money. It's obvious who Satoshi Nakamoto is. BSV's website claims the token is the original Bitcoin and ascribes more closely to the Bitcoin white paper. Why is Bitcoin SV pumping amid market crash? The token's recent market-beating gains appear to have been triggered by its recent listing in Japan. Oh, really? Huobi Japan is set to begin supporting the token from Wednesday, just today. We just saw that post, exposing it to the highly lucrative Japanese crypto market. The prospect of fresh trading interest could be boosting the token, given that Japan has a fairly large crypto-exposed population. While BSV has fallen out of the public spotlight since its launch 4 years ago, the token has a thriving community. Indeed, it does. It is also the 43rd large cryptocurrency by market capitalization at $1.08 billion. We'll have a look at that in just a second. But while the token is outperforming today, BSV has still lost more value than CoinQueen this year. It is trading down 56%, while its older peer has lost about 51%. Oh, scumbags reporting that. Look at the transaction volume and data on. Look at the growth of the chain. Really, price is just simply totally manipulated. It's not an indication whatsoever. In fact, price is the end result. Price is the last thing to move. Therefore, it's the least of all metrics that matter. Yeah, that's what these people need to understand. Crypto markets in free fall. BSV's outperformance as crypto markets experienced one of their worst capitulations in recent history. Fears of a Federal Reserve rate hike this week, especially after a high inflation reading last week, has severely dented sentiment in the market. Not that that's got really anything to do with it. Focus is now on whether Bitcoin price will drop enough to margin call some major holders like Michael Saylor. An event that could be devastating for markets. Really? And look at it. These two coins are depegging, blah, 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 whatever. 16 minutes. Let's have a quick look at this one. Rudy Silva posted this. Nice one. He said, let's not forget some of the evidence for those that are still in doubt. This was from the court case. So it's from Craig S. Wright to Dave Kleiman. He said, I need your help editing a paper I'm going to release later this year. And this was back in the March 12, 2008. I've been working on a new form of electronic money, Bitcash, Bitcoin. You were always there for me, Dave. I want you to be part of it all. I cannot release it as me. GMX Viso Mail. Fisto Mail or Antor. I need your help, and I need a version of me to make this work that is better than me. So in other words, a pseudonym, which is a Satoshi Nakamoto. Another one here, he said, it is recorded. I cannot do this, the Satoshi bit anymore. They no longer listen. I'm better as a myth. Back to my lectures and rants that everyone ignores as me. I hate this, Dave. My pseudonym is more popular than I can ever hope to be. Not necessarily, mate. You know, I have faith in you, Craig. 17 minutes, Craig. It's been a long one. But remember, in order to get our sovereignty back, we need a money that is used by the people to create government that works for the people. Or else we'll just simply end up with a government that creates money to control the people. And a digital commodity requires a fixed supply, economic competition between the nodes, which is proof of work, a locked protocol so anyone and everyone can build, and it's permissionless, infinite scale so anyone and everyone can use it at the same time, and a chain of signatures for common accountability. Right, folks, we'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the show. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.